Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20 plus years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to remove and replace the door lock actuator on this 98 Expedition. Same for any 95 to 01, and really Ford used this same actuator in a lot of different vehicles, so the process is probably the same for quite a few different Fords. Tools you'll need are Phillips screwdrivers, a regular and a larger number 3 tip, putty knife and door panel clip tool, hammer and punch, drill and 5/16 drill bit, regular screwdrivers, small and regular size, a small wrench and a small socket and ratchet for the bolt that you use to replace the actuator, and some penetrating oil. Okay, we're going to speed through taking the door panel off. You can probably gather enough just by this fast motion. It's basically a few screws, and then use a putty knife or a door panel clip tool to pry out the door panel, as well as take off the mirror switch, which I just did there, and then the door panel comes off. If you do want to see this in regular motion, just check out our other videos for the Explorer door panel.
There's a little rivet right down here. You want to use a punch and a hammer and just knock out the center of that rivet. You want to drill that rivet out. I want to remove this 11mm bolt here.
And there's a wire clipped to that track. You want to reach in, and if you grab it firmly, you can pull it, but be careful not to pull it too far, or you could break off the switch that controls the lights in your vehicle.
Okay, and then you just grab hold of this track, pull it down, and right out. I'm just going to lay it down at the bottom of the door for right now.
I shot this a little out of order because I was trying to figure it out. You can see that the window track is in there, but it's a lot easier to do this when it's out of the way. What my finger is pointing to is a little harness clip that's clipped into the bracket for the lock actuator, and you just give that a good pull. Hold on to the lock actuator and you can pull that clip right out. And this is a shot from the bottom up of the connector on the bottom of the actuator. It's actually pretty easy to get to it. I just couldn't film it from the top. You can pretty much see it from the top. Use a small screwdriver to help yourself pry the tab away and then disconnect the harness from the actuator.
Now there's 3 screws right here. You need a number 3 screwdriver. Okay, that loosens that lock mechanism up. I sprayed a whole bunch of penetrating oil in there, just kind of coated everything, and then what you do is you just take your lock actuator, you kind of fumble it a little bit, twist it, and you can see the hook coming out of that fitting there as I raise it up, push it right up and out. So here's our old lock actuator, here's our new one. A couple things need to happen. We need to put the right hook on, okay, and new lock actuator comes with a few different ones because it's made for a few different applications. But what you want to do, you put a little O-ring on the hook here first, then you put the hook up and in and through.
Okay, and I fumbled with it a little bit to figure it out. The ferrule has 2 teeth punched into it, so you slide the ferrule on and you kind of work one tooth over the collar in the hook, and then the other goes over fairly easily.
And then put another O-ring inside here. Okay, I just put a little grease in there to help things kind of slide together. Okay, push it down on. Now I have to get this bracket. Just kind of pry it right up and off of the original one. make sure you push this rivet all the way out, and then you want to put this bolt in, and just put this nut on just so it doesn't fall out of there. You just want to take the bracket, pull it apart, get it on the knobs. Okay, you're in business. You can take this nut back off, and you're ready to reinstall the new one. Okay, and just bring the hook right up, in, and then rotate it down. Okay, and then twist it over. Okay, and we lift this mechanism up, bolt it back on. Now I'm just going to reach in here and kind of get the bolt coming through here. Okay, just get this nut started on here for just right now. Now I'm going to reach in up from the bottom. Not the easiest thing to do, but you can see that bolt pretty well. Get hold of it with my wrench here. Okay, that's secure. Okay, now depending on how much of this you can see, plug my harness back in. Okay, and then up here, put this clip back in. And I'll take my window track. And if you, obviously this right here goes into the bottom of the window. And as long as you line that up, and you kind of push back on it, it goes right up and in. So we can put this bolt back in. Then we'll tighten that up. And then the last part is that this little harness just goes right back in there, out of the way. And if your water shield's lost some of its stickiness, you can use some tape or whatever to get it to stay.
Okay, now we're going to speed through the rest of putting the door panel back on. And if you want to see this in regular motion, just check out our other video for Explorer door panel removal and replacement. And we hope that helped you out. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.